All right, boys, we back for war number 3, and this is my worst war probably to date in Tier 1. If you're here for dog water, well, that's what you're going to get. You know what? I might have upgraded from dog water to dog shit. But, let's get into it. We're bringing in Sim, Warlock, and the Falcon. It's going to be a Warlock heavy fight. Falcon has one fight. Sim has one fight. First fight is this Mr. Sinister. It's a fairly easy fight with the Warlock. We're just going to parry until we get infection. And then we go for the nuke. We're going to wait out the incinerate phase as much as possible. And then when poison hits, we're going to... But, let's take a combo for... Who knows? That's, you know... But now that we've got it on, he goes down. Now, let's go to this Weapon X. Now, I took Weapon X against GT. Okay, through my L2, did not remember how many hits it had. So, you want to guess what we're going to do again? The exact same thing. But this one comes with way more consequences. Okay? Alright. Let's just talk about how bad I suck. So, we're going to go into this fight. And it's along the same plans of the Mr. Sinister fight. Build infection. I did take off the power back boost because of this node specific. Alright, I don't remember where I was at. I just got cut off because I had 2 phone calls. But, I was taking off the power back boost for this fight because it had a lot to do with the nodes. I'm probably going to get banned from taking Weapon X. Who's not that hard of a defender? I have literally one of the best counters. And I fuck it up. Royally at that. There will be chances to save the fight. And you'll see them. But I don't do them. Nope. I'm like, hey, what's a bad idea? Let's turn it to a worse idea. And see what happens. Now, I will eventually get into this fight. There we go. Now we're into it. Okay? And we're going to start off just with the parries. Okay? Yep. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay. There we go. Now I get heavy. Okay. Now we're almost... And I start doing 1-2 hits. And as you can see, he's already up to 7. And let's throw it. Look at this. 3 crits out of 4. He did 80k damage. He's unblockable. I'm trying to quake. I can't quake. I throw the special just trying to get out of the corner. It does nothing. And I die. Because I forgot I had recall on. So there's that. Yeah, there's that. So we've got 1 death this war so far. It doesn't stop there. No, it does not. So we go back in and we're going to clean this up very easily. He's about dead. 1 poison cycle and he'll die. All the luck I used up in War 1 against that Sim, yes. I could have used some of that this war, but it was all gone and it shows. But, we go in, we're just going to wait it out. It is what it is. We'll do a few hits and, he'll go down. Yep, there we go. Okay, this should finish it. Nope, okay. So there's that, and the bad thing was this was the fight I wasn't worried about, which is usually how it goes. The fights you think are easy come back to bite you. But we're going to move into section 2, where I have this Chavez, which I was a little bit worried about just because her AI is a bit of a bitch. If you get a good AI, she's not that bad. But you can get a bad AI, and you're just in for a rough time. It just makes the fight harder than it needs to be. So, again, we're going to do like all the other Warlock fights. Parry, get infection up, and then we just want to parry heavy. Okay? That way we can control the fight. Keep her power down. And at this point, just not die. That's my goal, you know. I don't even care if it's pretty anymore. I just don't want to die. Like, now I did have the option of Power Start 1 or Inbone, and I went with the Power Start 1 because I wanted to get to the L2 as quick as possible and get out of this fight as quick as possible. Because I am dog water. Okay? I'm going to have to change that. After this war, it might have to move to dog shit. I don't know. I'll let y'all decide on that one. Y'all can let me know which one. Should I stick with it or just upgrade it? Because this war's pretty bad. But we're going to go in here. I will eventually learn how to hit the fight button. I had been editing it out. There we go. Proper English, Oakley. Proper English. People want to understand you when you talk. Okay, so parries, parry, parry, parry. Yep, there we go. 16. Missed one. Great. Throw that heavy. Oh, and she dexes my heavy, huh? Oh, aren't you a cheeky little bitch? But, alright, now we've got to the L2. And everything's more or less in control. We're in the shock phase, so I'm waiting it out. But I still want to keep my infections up, even though I have 3. But okay. Now we're back in bleed, and yeah. It's just time to close this fight out. Not much to it. That one went fairly well. It might have been probably my best fight. But I didn't set the bar very high for that. No, that I didn't. So, we're going to move on to this Iron Man Infinity War, and this is what Falcon's for. We're just going to lock on, get a few hits, then we'll throw the L1, and we should be at a clarity charge. There we go. Heavy. There's 2 hits. Now we just... There we go. L1. Okay, now we're at a clarity charge, and now we can just smack him. But then he goes passive while my whole locked on is. Oh, man. Which I can't parry in this fight because it has one eye open. I mean, I can, but all the damage will be reflected back. So it's just not that good of an idea. So we've kind of got to bait heavies. But while I was waiting for my lockdown, I lost my clarity. So I built it back up. Throw the L2, and he's going down. But now we lost it again. I'm going to hit into his block just to keep a little bit of spacing. I can dex his heavy in the corner. I just don't feel the need for it if I don't have to. And then I lose clarity again. Hey, let's auto block everything. Oh, there's another dex. Oh, okay. Look, at this point, just die, bro. Thank you. That fight went way longer than it should have. Oh, man, I'm glad there's a day break after this war. So now we're going to this Attuma. This fight shouldn't be that bad. He has regen. So... Warlock stops regen. Sorry, I got a text message. It really distracted me. Forgot what I was doing. But yes, he has regen. I'm going to get infection up. I'm not going too heavy. I'm only going to do basic hits. I do not want to place a bleed on him. Luckily, I had Jen. Oh, Jen's amazing. Jen's OP. But she placed a guidance for me. And the next 2 fights as well. And it just makes this fight so much easier, having that guidance once I get infection up. I mean, he just starts melting his health. I mean, 30 seconds and it's done. That's how Warlock fights are supposed to be. Just not how I usually do them, because I have no skill. But I digress. But now these fights have been solos, so. Oh, you said this was your worst war. Well, now we get a Serpent. Yeah, we get back to this motherfucker. Okay. So, this is Hazard Shift. And it's Serpent, okay? He is a dick. But now, hey, look, I've been getting the hang of Serpent, Come on, can't be that bad. Well, okay, if y'all haven't figured out, this is my second death incoming. Yes, 2-in-1 war. I have not done that in, a long time. But again, this fight, you just want to slow play, get to the L3, and then spam specials, and he dies. But that is not what happens, okay? That's not what happens. So, we start this fight. Okay? We'll start with a few parries. Now, he will build up prowess over time. Okay? So, I kind of just hit him here and there just to keep it lower. I don't plan on him throwing any L1s or L2s, but on the off chance he does. So we finally get to my L3. Only had 25 charges. So we come out of this L3. And I did not get as much power as I thought I would. So I'm just kind of waiting, trying to buy time. Throwing a few hits just to keep the prowess down. But his power is getting high and I play with fire. Okay? I get it up there. And then he breaks my block. My armor just ended. And he throws an L3. And I die. I was hot at this point. You talking about, oh man, if I could afford to buy a new phone, I would have chunked it against the wall. I would have smashed it. But I also needed to finish my fights and couldn't get a new one in time. So there was that. Because I'd have slung it. Ooh. That's hot. But we go back in. Sorry, excuse me. Got something in my throat. No, we're not going down that road. So, we go back in. I bumped my Mystic up to a 200. Which, you could argue that I should have done that before. You could argue I played too aggressive with too many hits. But in my fights previous, 150 has been plenty. And if I'd have got that L2 off, it would have been. But I didn't. We go back, still the same game plan. Still the same game plan. And we're just slowly waiting. Okay, almost there. Okay, we're at 25. Okay, let's throw it. Now, let's try this again. Watching this back, they say review your fights. I don't want to watch this shit. So, this time I'm not as aggressive. Just kind of just holding block. Waiting. There we go. We get the L2. Throw it off. Okay. There we go. We get to the L3. And this is going so much better. This is how the fight should have went. It really is. But, I'm an idiot. Dog water, so there's that. We go on and, I get mad over the broken block. broken block thing. Still now, I hadn't really got over that one yet. But, we tap him and he dies. It should have been that simple. But now, we still have a bullseye left. We ain't even done yet. I finally get kind of a big war and I just fuck it up. So, this, again, just like all the other Warlock fights, I'm going to control his power, okay? Not let him get over a bar. If he doesn't get over a bar, there's not much danger to him. He don't throw specials. Now, I do have to watch out for that falter timer and heavy or special when needed. So we go in parry, okay? He starts out with a vigilance. I knew that going in, mainly because Lodger told me. It was probably the only reason I knew. So there we go. We get to 16. I go in heavy just to put that down. That way his power's draining as I'm building up. We heavy again. Just nice and slow. There we go. Now we've got to our L2. Throw it off. And voila, this is the fight. Let his power finish draining. I'm waiting on that vigilance is what I'm doing. There we go. So I can put that back on him instead of me. Throw another L2. There we go. We get to another L2 and it finishes the job. Now this was my war. Luckily, we was playing an alliance where these deaths did not matter. We won comfortably. I was personally half of the alliance's deaths. Go me. Yay me. But, we'll reset. We'll come back better. But hey, until the next one, peace.